Video game magazines. Back in the day, this was pretty much how you got any information about games, how you knew what games were good, and most importantly of all, how you get to see these absolutely awful print ads for games that would try and advertise you, but usually using the most goofy and edgy advertising of the time possible. I love these things. I think pretty much anyone that, is born pre, I guess, like 2008 or 9 has some kind of recollection of these things and love for them. So today I thought, with the help of my friend of the channel, she sent me over this website which has archived a bunch of these old game magazines. And I thought I'd look at one of the classic ones, EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly, and just go through sort of 3 issues and just have a look and laugh as we look at some of the absolutely awful print ads and some of the just weird stuff that they have in them. Let's dive right in. So yeah, as you can see, just to show you before we dive right into the first one, it's got this whole archive here of like all the issues. And again, this is just really cool because obviously I just remember so many memories of reading these kind of things, and obviously like now as an adult, like talking about them with friends that also read them, but it's always obviously hard to find them. So it's cool that someone sort of scanned all of these. But yeah, we're gonna start with the May/June 1989 issue. Now, obviously, I'm gonna say right now, I was not alive during this period. I wasn't even probably a thought in my mother or my father's head. But it's kind of cool to look at this because I'm used to the 2000s era where they got like really edgy and like they had this like, because I think that's why I picked EGM. I always remember that was like the edgier of the gaming like magazines. I was more of a Nintendo like official magazine guy, but I remember like the EGM always had like the cool edgy logo. Review and preview all the hot new Nintendo games. POW. I feel like when I think about Nintendo, it's always kind of insane that I think like the 80s games were mostly just like, you are a fucking soldier and you're gonna die. Like, it's such an odd thing. POW, Operation Wolf 1943, and then RoboCop, Notma. I love that there's just a game called Bad Dudes. Also, I just did a video talking about obviously pairing European versus American game art, and I mentioned Mega Man 1, but I also feel this Mega Man 2 US cover isn't much better than Nintendo games. So there's another thing that's kind of odd too. So I think these are the American versions of EGM, so obviously there might be a little difference to what I remember. If I remember correctly, Tenjin, like, they're not even like an official Nintendo company. These are like third-party sellers. These games are all unofficial. Technically it's a grey area. I'm pretty sure this one, Tenjin Tetris here, is like super expensive now. You try and buy it on the internet. Start your pulses. Oh, we got Gauntlet. Yes, the legendary arcade hit is now available on NES. Choose from Porphyria, Merlin, or Questor. I think I'm going with Questor. Questor sounds pretty good. We got Baseball. It's the only game on the NES that is officially licensed from the Major League Baseball Players Association, and it looks like shit. So when your lineup includes such power hitters as Don Mattingly or Andre Dawson, this would be great if I knew anything about American baseball. You're getting their actual stats and skills. When Cy Young winners like Fernando Valenzuela and Roger Clemens wind up, they're pitching with their individual style, speed, and stamina. It's insane that you're going to act like the NES is in any way capable of replicating any of that, but go off. Are you ready to play in the major leagues with real superstars? Then you're ready for RBI Baseball. Right. Tetris, the first game software from the Soviet Union, is an intense battle of wits. Rotate and flip moving geometric blocks into unbroken rows. When you fill up a row, it disappears from the screen and your score rises. Nothing to it, right? Wrong! When you can't find the way to make the plates fit together, more and more blocks tumble down ever faster. You'll wish you had 10 hands and 10 brains. Play this addictive mind game by yourself against a friend or against a computer. You better stop reading now or you're liable to overheat from sheer anticipation. Save some of that energy for running to your local dealer so you can play these games today. What the fuck? Never seen someone get so intense about fucking Tetris. One quarterback deserves another. This probably means like, this quarterback deserves you to help him beat it. But it makes it sound like this guy's dating this kid, which red flags there. Don't like that at all. It's just weird as well that like so far there hasn't really been like much of an article. It's mostly just been like, buy shit please. I just read the Rambo thing that just says your body is a weapon. You are Rambo. America's are trapped in a POW camp deep in the jungle. Time's running out and only one man can survive the mission. You. Right. Top 10 games. We got Blaster Master. Right. I mean, that is a pretty good game. I'll give you that. Fantasy Star. Also a pretty good game. 1943. This is kind of weird. I know so many of these are usually like filled with shit that aren't like true, but this one's pretty good. Although, you know, I would have put Super Mario Bros. 2 at number 1. Super Mario with a twist. Set in a dream world, Mario and his friends must undo the evil spell of war while throwing lots of veggies. I mean, they're not wrong about that, to be fair. Double Dragon. The martial arts masterpiece still holds up as one of the best and most sought after carts around. Dog, it's 1989. I guess it's that thing like when people are like, yeah, old games now, and it's only been like 3 years. I'm like, Double Dragon didn't come out that long ago at this point. It's only like 3 years old. The Wonder Boy for Nintendo. I have no clue what the fuck Racket Attack is though. A terrific sports simulation. Fun to play when you like tennis or not, right? Or Dr. Chaos, which sounds like a Smiling Friends character. An adventure game that's even better than Goonies 2. Right, what a high bar to set. I love as well like these old screenshots, because obviously it's just that thing of like you couldn't screen record back then, so this shitty blurry image of Mega Man 2 is the best you got. Hydlide, oh, the classic. With a sword of power, the warrior Jim. I love that. I love when they try and make like American RPGs and instead of giving the like guy like a cool name, it's just like Jim. Must defeat 5 magical realms and locate the 10 treasures of Fairyland, this new RPG cart. Plenty of adventure awaits you as you set out on a mission to destroy forces of evil and rescue the cats of Princess Anne. Multiple levels and various settings will challenge even the most seasoned players. I will challenge you, right, because the game's fucking broken, it doesn't work, but yeah. Just seeing all these washed out blurry images is great. Lord of the Sword? Never heard of this game before. Battle against the creatures of the underworld with your trusty fire sword. The scrolling action adventure contains plenty of secrets and loads of hack and slash counters with the nastiest characters you've ever seen in the Sega Master System game. High graphics detail and standing sound effects will surround out a cart that's packed with extras. I can see those nasty creatures right there. Here we go, we got a phone hotline. I always wonder what these were like, because obviously, like, once I was growing up, they've kind of been phased out by, like, those little cheat books, or, like, you know, obviously the internet. I can't imagine what it must have been like calling one of these hotlines, you're like, I can't play Mega Man 2, and there's a guy at the other end of the line that's, like, probably some underpaid, like, 20-year-old, just like, yeah, okay, well, maybe you should, like, I don't know, fucking try shooting more. Like, it just seems ridiculous. Say no to drugs. I will. I will say no to drugs. Fucking knack. I feel like I'm getting like too stuck on this one. Okay, this is what I want to look at. I was like, I'm getting too stuck on this first fucking manual. I've still got like 40 pages of this thing left. I need to speed up. The world's first authentic driving simulation game. Hard driving. Get behind the wheel and feel the thrill. I love that he's just fucking crashing out in the middle of a random road somewhere. Sit into the contoured seat and adjust it to lengthen your arms and legs. Hard driving might look like an arcade game, but it drives like a real car. I'm always constantly driving my real car in the middle of the road. I'm just imagining you drive that shit around like crashing into stuff. Love that. This one was a weird one, where it's like, buy 2 of our games, but it's like Platoon and Blastmaster. Also, I love that they've made it a game about fucking killing an alien and called it Xenophobe. They're like, that is going to get some... Like, I just imagine a bunch of racists buying it and being very confused when just actual aliens show up. Fist of the North Star. A karate action game with 8 grueling levels of martial art combat. In this game, you're Ken the Fist. Yes, my favourite character from Fist of the North Star, Ken the Fist. Not Kenshiro, he's Ken the Fist. You have great abilities to fight off your adversaries. The opponents are worthy of your talents. As with all tactics and games, a chunk of the software is extremely hard to beat, and only the most skilled and fist and foot warriors make it to Shula. This is right. Again, I was seeing this earlier, and I get that obviously this is the period of fucking awful localization and translation, but I assume that it means shin, like from Fist of the North Star, but I don't know how the fuck you translate that to Shula. Does it sound like some like Australian lady? Oh, Shula. Come on, Shula. If you overcome his awesome attack, for defense you'll have your well-studied abilities, and if you're good, you can earn white bright bombs, or find the golden ring to use Gento Karate. Yes. You know, the famous franchise Fist of the North Star, also known as Hokuto no Ken, you know, famous for its Hokuto fighting style. Now, fuck that. Well, we've got Gento Karate, whatever the fuck that is. Brutal, really rad, and outrageous. You can play a game with your helicopter, you blow up tanks, that's pretty good. Not only compatible, colourful too. Raise your skinny fist like a tennis to heaven. Ass looking fucking artwork. I mean, they do look fucking cute and colourful, but like, what the fuck even are they? What am I looking at? Okay, I guess they're like, yeah, peripherals from computers, but fucking hell, I love these little hands. Do you play video games? No, actually, to be honest. I've been reading this magazine completely baffled as to what I'm fucking reading. 1998. I picked this one because it's from the year I was born. I'm doxing myself. Also, because this artwork for Tekken 3 is fucking hilarious. What the fuck is it? It reminds me of that, was it the first Anthrax sound where it's like metal up your ass and it has the really fucked perspective? I feel that's what I'm looking at here. It also makes it look like, with the perspective, he's got a fucking ungodly long arm. I don't know why all the names of Tekken characters are escaping me now. What? Signs and symptoms of depression, persistent sadness or irritability, recurring thoughts of how much better life would be if you had Fighting Force or Tomb Raider 2. Statements such as, I'm bad, I'm stupid, nobody likes me. When depression strikes, immediately seek the help of a trained professional at your local video game store. Depression hurts, Fighting Force and Tomb Raider 2 can help. What the fuck? I knew gaming ads in the 90s were fucking, like, insane and just, like, for the most, like, awful, like, you probably shouldn't have done that shit, but, like, Jesus Christ. You keep wiping secretions. Research shows that the leading cause of depression among gamers is a noticeable lack of IDOS games. Fortunately, this condition can be treated both safely and effectively with games like Fighting Force or Tomb Raider 2. But early intervention is crucial, or else it's only about a time before they threaten to do something really stupid like go to therapy. Fucking Christ. What the hell is that? What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, Bloody Raw, alright. I know that game, at least I'm used to it. I know Bloody Raw, it's in that fucking Eiffel 65 song about the PlayStation. He goes, Bloody Raw, but I don't get solid. As well, I'm realising now, like, okay, there were a lot of ads in the Nintendo Official magazine, but it seems that EGM was just only ads. I've barely seen any actual articles. The experts would have agreed if you tried to do the half the stuff in 1080 snowboarding on Nintendo 64 for real, you wouldn't be around to brag about it. What the fuck? Why is that all about killing yourself and depression? Right, get Nintendo or get out. Calling all poor losers. Nowadays, being a sore loser is more than an affliction, it's an art form. Our Poor Loser's Guide to Gaming starts at page 88. Is he strangling the dude whose PS1 call? Looking for gals. I'm an adult female gamer who's been playing video games ever since I was able to convince my mother that an attire was necessary for my survival. Several years and dozens of gaming consoles later, my enjoyment with good challenge is still going strong. I've been reading your magazine for quite some time. I've noticed a number of female gamers writing in with concerns about gender roles in video games. I know women are rapidly growing. You know as well when you're reading this and you're like, this is very valid criticism. I'm getting ready for the fucking 90s dude to respond like, shut the fuck up. I've noticed that female gamers concerned about roles and gender in video games. I know that women are a rapidly growing segment of the game population. A suggestion, you need a female reviewer on staff. I read your magazine with much enjoyment, but I'm often surprised at how often the opinions and topics of your reviews differ so greatly from my own, and many female gamers I know. Not usually on general issues, but it seems that women aesthetically look for different things in games than men. This is a really well written letter. I expected most EGM letters to just be like fucking people telling to tell them about leaks, when this is like a pretty valid criticism of gaming. I believe that you were able to hire a female reviewer. Not only would it add perspective, but create more interest for the growing group of females who enjoy gaming. Not to mention reading at AGM. Let's see whatever the asshole at EGM responded with. Truth of the matter is, hardly any women have applied to EGM for a writing position, but no one's stopping you from trying. If you gals think you have what it takes, in other words, you can write good, kick ass in video games and work erratic hours, then send in a resume, a cover letter, and a few writing samples, 500 word previews and a 250 word reviews of popular games too, blah blah blah. We're not necessarily hiring right now, but you never know. Some of the staff members got their job just from sending in writing samples. EGM wasn't even looking for people at the time. Right, so that was something. The Road Rash Blood Drive. Join us in the race to give blood by Peter Plasma. I'm a quart low. Hemoglobin, please! Racing combat equals donations. To finish the vital equation, we need your help by engaging in combat at extremely high speed. You'll send relief to the people who need it most. Oh my... How many letters? Parappa sucks! I think that Parappa got best mascot editor's choice really sucks. Crash should have also gotten mentioned at all. Crash also sucks. Sonic should have gotten the best mascot. Oh yeah, well Parappa thinks you suck. We got people's art. This is actually pretty good. I'm used to like the art I remember in like Nintendo magazine being like fucking abysmal. Fast, cheap, and out of control. Project X. Oh, this is the Xbox. Shit. Is this how they advertised the Xbox in 1998? Yeah, it can make spheres. There's never enough bass in space. They're pretending to interview Toe Jam and Earl like they're has-beens. Fucking hell. Whoa. Oh yeah, shit. Fucking play one or two or three can play at once. Not four though, that's ridiculous. You can't fucking do four. Four's fucking insane. If you're gonna eat, burp and puke, just do it. More fun to do it together. What am I looking at? Yo, gamer! What even is this? I feel like, okay, the 80s one was just like, buy our games, please. And then the 90s is just like, explosions, dead people, fucking come. Like, you gotta buy our games. Driver Club, Crossing Glee Club. I remember that ninja in Glee. He was a pretty great character. Phone most like to start his own video game. There you are, Gomon. Save yourself $10. We gotta cut this out. I need $10 on Pitfall 3D. Light burn, commonly brought on by prolonged exposures to arc building, bright snow, and tan lamps, and intense 3D game graphics. Fucking hell, bro. No one's buying your game, IDOS. I feel like that it's not a mask, it's a muzzle. I hate that. What was the difference, man? We've literally not even 10 years and the game ads have just become psychotic. More fun than shooting your neighbor's cat? What the fuck? Right. What the fuck is that? The video game control glove. They really tried to bring back the power glove on the fucking PlayStation and it still looks like ass. It just kind of looked like the what's it called? The VR headset stuff. In this city, there is no runaway crime rate because nothing outruns the long arm of the law. Crime killer! Just fucking shoot them to death. I mean, I guess it's accurate. The early 2000s. I am, what's this, 2005? End of the year 2005. I'm like 7 years old. And we got the new consoles, baby. The Nintendo Revolution. Remember when it was going to be called that? With the much better name than the Wii. That was fucking dumb. Remember when that was the PS3 controller? Remember when Sony was like, yeah, people like that. Call me judge, jury, and executioner. Welcome to Mexico's drug pushing underworld. What the fuck? Total overdose. Why is it just got Tomb Raider Legend? Oh, it comes with Tomb Raider. Okay. Elements of Max Payne, Tony Hawk, and Robert Rodriguez films smashed together. That is always what I'm looking for. I feel, again, it's just so many ads. It's just all ads. Oh, Condemned. They're announcing Condemned Criminal Origins. I'll say this so far. When love dies, vengeance filled the void. Castlevania Cuts of Darkness. I'll say this. 2005, the ads seem to be a lot more coherent. You know, that fucking hell, that PS3 boomerang control is so shit. There is no way that was ever going anywhere. But yeah, I feel like the ads like are now a lot more like just consolidating to actually showing you the game rather than making up bullshit or telling you you're gonna die. Revolution, say what's up with that crazy ass controller? Nintendo's urging the next gen console was bound to cause a stir. Pony's PlayStation 3 is next on deck. What would the company be tempting discerning gamers with in 2006? Xbox 360. All the games coming soon to that. Microsoft is home to tickle your fancy. And a handy dandy FAQ to help with any questions you still have concerning Xbox 360. Get a taste of no load times. If the game has no load times, I'm scared. Like, what? You know, it also just makes me assume that the beginning is just like fucking 20 minutes of waiting. Unlimited skating in the vast wasteland of skate culture. I do not like Tony Hawk biting his skateboard. You're going to hurt your teeth, Tony. Look after yourself. 2020! Create operations, control everything. I mean, they weren't half wrong. Let's see what letters we got. Revolution controller, yeah. Nintendo's truly hit the spot this time. The recently unveiled Revolution controller is a breath of fresh air to my fellow gamers. Please wait until you play it. I'm sure you're all tired of the same old stuff. Let's give it a shot. The Xbox 360 has Live, the PS3 has every publisher in the world, but the Revolution has the wild card. It will either be a major success or a major failure. Well, I mean, it was a major success, so they're not wrong. The potential here is there, but Nintendo has to lead the way, and I know they can do it. Right, what does the booster say? Why does it seem like Sony and Microsoft listen and deliver what the people want, while Nintendo tells people what they want or what the industry needs? I don't want my wheel reinvented. Nintendo, hey kids, with all the great mock-ups and artist conceptions we've seen of the Revolution controller could look like, you had a prototype in your living room all along, a freaking TV remote. Oh boy. Weirdly enough, like, I feel that the 2005 one is kind of just... It's not really a lot going on here, you know? Lock and load, Doom RPG is here. Oh yeah, shit, this is that really awful, yeah, fucking Doom RPG on the mobile phone that everyone said awful. Superbly playable. That's what I want to hear, you know. It's playable. A fresher experience with a mobile. Press start. Oh, the fucking gold Wii remote. What a classy fucking thing. We don't know how if the control will work with the Revolution's optional DVD player. Oh, remember when he was going to have an optional DVD player and then you said, fuck that, and binned it? How will it be used? Super Smash Bros? Assuming the gameplay stays 2D, who knows? A simple way to use controller would be wave in any direction to attack that way or up to jump. Yeah, you're hoping a lot, aren't you? Older and unannounced games we'd love to see take advantage. Punch Out, you were correct. They did do a Punch Out. Yoshi's Island, didn't do that. Pikmin, they did do that. You were right on that one. Castlevania, how cool would it be used to control like a whip? That would be cool. They didn't do that though. Star Wars, yes. Destiny has chosen its message. One bullet. That fucking font looks awful, bro. I feel, yeah, again, I don't know, man. I feel after I just looked at the 90s fucking one, all these, like, things are just kind of, like, not that impressive. Damn, they really did interview the guy. Which Colossus is your personal favorite? I'm afraid that I tell you, you'll put it in the magazine. Let's just say that I like the aquatic and airborne battles. I like the airborne battles, but that fucking war boss was a fucking shit. I don't like him looking at me like that. Look away. Fucking cameo. I'm an ice spear hurling, punch throwing, boulder heaving, fire spewing warrior. Mess with me, you mess with all of me. What do you see? Children, playground, a park. I see my community, my home. Oh my god, it's an army ad. Fucking an army ad. Dog, we're talking about the PS3. I don't care. You want to go blow up the Middle East. Metal Gear sexy. We're not sure we'll face another foe nuclear tank MG4, but we do know they'll be up against a veritable army of sleek 20-foot tall gears. These bipedal beasts seem extremely dangerous, and they're curvaceous and oddly feminine. Their legs afford them a massive jump radius. Right. So yeah, I mean, that was fun. It's cool to have just like a little look back at, you know, just like all those old game magazines, and just, you know, I know it was brief, but it was fun to just have a quick look at some of just insanity that was like a lot of the like goofy shit that was in them, and just a lot of the like really odd adverts and odd editorials. Like, again, I thought it was a lot of fun, and if you want to see me do more like this, I'd be down to like maybe go more in depth, because this I was just trying to do a sort of cursory overview, sort of get the vibe in, you know. So, you know, if you'd like me to do maybe an expanded one, maybe look at just a whole specific issue in depth, that could be fun. But again, I want to thank my friend of the channel, Kay, for showing me this like link to this resource. So it really did obviously, you know, help making a fun video, and her partner Connor too, who also, you know, sent it over. So yeah, other than that, I'd like to say thanks everybody for watching, and if you like the video, remember to like the video, subscribe if you want to see any more videos similar to this one, and I upload weekly, so you're never far from a new video, and hit the bell notification so you get an update every time I upload a new video. And with that, come Pongo out, guys. Have a great weekend.